the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to INCRadio, Silicon Valley, California. Today's topic we're going to be talking about all about CFO, and today I'm your host. I'm Brother Miguel Jimenez. I'm from the local congregation of Fremont, and my other hosts.
Hello, I'm Brother Glean from the local congregation of Salinas. Joining me and Brother Miguel today is our very wonderful panel. How about you guys introduce yourselves, starting with the sister to my right.
Yes, hello everybody. I'm Sister Nikki Molina from the local of San Jose.
I'm Brother Michael from the local of San Jose too.
Hello everyone. I'm Brother Paulo from the locale of Fremont.
And we're going to be talking about all things CFO.
Yes.
First, we're going to kind of start off with the comments in the live chat. Hello, everyone that's joining in tonight. We first love to give shout outs, and we'd like to also ask, what is your favorite CFO activity that happened this year? And if
why?
you can, and why? And if you can be able to shout out, what are your favorite CFO activities this year? And then we'll be able to hopefully read it sometime soon.
Yeah.
And we first like to go, speaking on that, we like to ask, what are your guys' favorite CFO activities that happened this year? I know a lot of activities that happen without the different departments through Kadiwa Binhi, Scan, even Bookload, and overall CFO. There were so many different activities. We're gonna kind of reflect back on those different activities. And I wanted to start off with you, Sister Nikki. I was wondering, what was your favorite activity that happened this year?
Yes, thank you, Brother Miguel. One of my favorite activities in the past year is actually what we held recently. It was the basketball 3v3 competition, and brethren were encouraged to form a team of 3, and you can even have extras that can help sub in during the game that was played half court. It was really fun. You can even mix with other locales, so it wasn't a locale versus other locale. I was able to have the opportunity to play with Sister Mai Bautista and Sister Bel Tison. Sister Mai was able to recruit us and ask us to be part of her team. And although with very little practice, we were still very excited to participate in the activity that was open to all CFO. I would say that one of the best memories of the Unity Games was that we were able to go against sisters from the local of Fremont in our competition. Shout out to Sister Allison, Sister Deandra, and Sister Leanne. We were able to have a friendly, awesome game of basketball. I still have some bruises from falling on my own. But it was really fun, and at one point in time, a lot of the brethren were congregating to watch us and to cheer for us. And shout out to all the brethren who were cheering on that game that we had with the sisters for the 3v3.
Nice. Shout out to that game. Shout out to Fremont because we won as well. But no, thank you, Sister Nikki. I think that was a really great activity. It was overall fun, and a lot of people were able to come through. What about you, Brother Glean? What is your favorite activity?
Actually, before we kind of move on to my activity, I just wanted to shout out Sister Nikki and all of the brethren that participated in the 3v3. I could argue your guys' game was one of the highlights of the event.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, a lot of other brethren stopped their games to watch yours.
Oh,
So
man.
it was very hype, especially when I think I saw Sister Bell hit threes. And you getting
She hit a
three
3? What?
but it was a really great event, and I just kind of wanted to share that before we get to my part. But, with our 111th anniversary right around the corner, it's hard to choose, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to choose. One that kind of stuck out to me recently was definitely our CFO socializing in Lake Elizabeth in Fremont that's nearby. It was a great activity. The weather was amazing. I saw my friends throughout the district and even some friends outside of the district.
Yeah.
We played lots of games. Just like Sister Nikki, I also got some bruises from the games.
Red light, green light?
Red light, green light. Oh no, it was tug of war,
Tug of War.
and sharks and minnows.
Yeah.
If you don't think sharks and minnows is intense, I have bruises that say otherwise. With the CWS,
Oh, the CWS gave you bruises?
yeah.
That's okay.
It was very fun.
I remember there was a lot of really good food that each
Oh, yeah.
locale was able to bring.
There was
Yes.
a lot of food, yeah.
Tons of food, lots of happy memories, and I'd love to talk about it maybe if you guys remember anything from activities we've shared, maybe put it in the comments.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that. And then, what about you, brother Michael? What is your favorite activity that happened this year? Activities this year.
Yeah, I think one of the more unique ones that we had this year was actually the Appreciation Day. You know,
yeah.
people brought their pets, their dogs, cats. I think there was even a turtle and a goldfish
Yeah,
there too.
we
Yeah,
did,
that was
yeah.
actually really cool to see. And another activity I really enjoyed was the CFO get together in the San Jose compound. You know, we had a friendly competition of all the brethren of the different foods that they brought. You know, there's Italian, Filipino, Korean. Yeah, I think that one was really memorable because everyone went all out for the activity.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they came out with their best food. They came out with all these different decor, their costumes, and it was a really fun like competition. And I think San Jose won like what, three awards for that one? Yeah.
You guys won 3. Aw.
Yeah. So I think that was one of the most like memorable activities because it really allowed everyone to come together, eat good food, and just have a good time together.
I remember like the day before we were actually testing out the recipes right for your
Yeah.
thing. What was your if you can share to the audience and also for those that weren't there, what was the type of food that San Jose brought out, and also what was the food that you prepared?
Yeah, so San Jose actually had 3 booths. I think Booklet was in charge of the Filipino booth. Kadiwas was in charge of the Vietnamese booth, and also Binhi was in charge of the Korean booth. And so for me personally, I cooked Korean tofu soup for the Binhis to use. And for me personally, I actually made pandan waffles. It was actually my first time. Yeah.
I remember that. That was really good.
I was really nervous about that one. It was my first time making it, and I think Sister Nikki and even you, Brother Miguel, were like my people that tried the first time. So
Yeah.
I'm really glad it turned out well, and it was a really fun thing to do.
Yeah, that was really good. I think the pandan waffles, right?
Yes.
The pandan waffles was probably one of the tastiest dishes that I ever tried.
Yes.
Ever. And it was super fun for those that weren't there. It was like more of like a food land type of thing.
Yeah.
And I even saw and I remember one highlight from Milpitas's booth. They were Japanese.
Yes.
And they had actual live goldfish to fish out.
I know.
There was
yeah.
even the CWS kids that were fishing out goldfish they were able to take home. It was super cool, and I really liked that activity. And brother Paulo, what was your favorite activity that you liked?
My favorite activity had to be for Kadiwa specifically. It was the Kadiwa Formal. It was in the Rotunda in San Jose, and I liked it because you saw all the different Kadiwas there, and there was like different performances and good food. I think they said that the catering was there, the food was there. They had salad. They said it was pretty good, like the steak and stuff. And then they also had this camera booth thing that
The
they had
360.
the 360
Yes,
cameras.
yeah.
People really liked that because they got to do like different poses. They got to have fun with it. There was also a photo booth, but I think the highlight was the hosts that they had.
Oh yeah.
Brother Marlon and Brother Marcos.
Marlon.
Shout out to them.
Hosts.
Yeah.
M&Ms.
They really brought the energy, and they gave funny jokes as well.
Yeah.
Lots of funny jokes.
Yeah.
Lots of funny jokes.
Yeah.
And really shout out to them, especially the Kidiwas that were able to come through that night. A lot of fun, especially I think all of us were there actually, and then it was just a lot of fun being able to celebrate with the Kidiwas and be able to meet other people and just have fun, just socialize and get to know each other.
I'd also,
Sorry.
sorry. I'd also like this opportunity to shout out Brother Miguel for helping run.
Nah, I didn't run to the Kidio formal. It was mostly shout out to all of those that were there to help out with the back end. There was a lot of months of planning, and then there was a lot of hurdles. But maybe this is a plug. But if you're interested in becoming a district Kidio officer, we love the help. We love to be there, and then we have different activities. We're gonna also come to talk about that we're planning, and we love for anybody to be there. You will learn a lot. You'll also be able to get close with one another and be able to be part of these activities that we're able to really make and really able to showcase to the brethren. So speaking of that, my second question is, I really love to know what is your guys's activities, and why do you think these activities are important to the brethren and the officers alike? We can go off by if you guys have anything.
Yeah, I can go first, Brother Miguel. I've been a Kadiwa officer for around 9 years now, and I'll have to shout out Sister Nikki Custodio. She was the one that actually recruited me to Kadiwa.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so when I was 18, she's like, "Hey, you want to join?" And I was like, "Sure, let's do it."
9 plus 8 is guess how old Brother Michael is.
No.
But yeah, continue.
Yeah, so I think why these activities are important is it brings a different level of faith to the brethren. You know, we attend worship service, we give our offering, do hymn sing, and with these activities, it's an extra layer that we can add on to our faith. Because not only is it good for the brethren, but also the officers and even the guest speakers that come. Because most of the time when we plan these activities, we usually ask brethren that are experts in their field. And sometimes, you know, they're a bit shy to bring that up. And with these activities, we can really showcase the different skills that these brethren have that other brethren will enjoy. And so I really believe it's a good way to really showcase what the brethren are capable of and also be able to show how much dedication and time is spent when these activities are made.
100%. That's for sure. And I was wondering, Sister Nikki, what was your thoughts on that question?
Yes, so I really feel that the activities give a place to hang out with the brethren and to be. As somebody who's kind of been a part of different districts, I can always count on feeling a sense of love and bonding with the love of the brotherhood at these activities. As a fellow officer, I love to come together with them, ride with them to these activities, and have a laugh and have memories. I think the most important part is having memories to think of, and it's always nice to showcase to guests or even my friends who are not part of the church that, hey, you know what we did this weekend? We had a pet appreciation activity. Or, I was able to spend the past weekend playing basketball, something I'm not entirely comfortable with, but it was a friendly competition. And it's just really nice to have those memories and share those with other brethren and also those who are not part of the church.
Yeah.
Sort of kind of piggybacking off Brother Michael and Sister Nikki's answers, there's definitely an underlying theme of like unity, creation of memories is something I'd like to add on why these activities are important, because it really gives us an opportunity to bond, see with brethren we don't normally see, like maybe once or twice a month, maybe even more, and just creating more memories, stronger bonds, and just uniting together as brethren in the Church of Christ.
Yeah, and I have to agree with all three of you, because I think the reason why these CFO activities are there is because it really edifies the faith and really edifies the brotherhood within inside the church. I think that's actually how we got close. For those that don't know, I met Brother Michael and Nikki. I think my first memories of meeting them and becoming close with them is because of a CBI activity back in Fremont when we were one district. And I remember Brother Michael was giving a pep talk or a presentation about his school projects that he did for I think coding or whatnot. Yeah, and then Sister Nikki as well. And they were able to give off those different opportunities of being able to find work and being able to develop in your career. And I think these types of activities really not only build the bond within the brotherhood, but also help build networks as well. So if you are somebody that is looking to get ingratiated with different people, such as finding new careers or even being able to just make friends, I think participating in the CFO activities really is a great platform for that. And I think that's the reason why that I continue to come back every time to help out for these activities, because I know there's someone out there that would benefit from these activities.
To clarify, was Sister Nikki in the booth with the books, that activity?
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
I met her at that activity too.
Really? Oh, yeah. I remember, I think Sister Nikki, what were you doing that day? Do you remember?
You gave me book recommendations. I remember that much.
I did. I was having the booth of giving career advice or job resume tips or the books. They keep referring to these books I have because I do like to read. I like to take a step away from my phone once in a while. I do have some actual paperback books that I brought to the table that were different tips and tricks on careers, education, college, and I highlighted some passages and bookmarked some pages for brethren to take a look at that maybe it would speak to them. And I'm glad that it was that memorable enough and that we were able to have a conversation even for 5 to 10 minutes about what brethren were interested in for their future or currently in terms of their education and livelihoods.
Yeah, so definitely, I think for those that are watching online, if you ever feel shy, because I know that a lot of brethren that are active within the local, but not really, they're a little bit shy when coming out to district events. Put your best foot forward. You know, it's always beneficial to attend these activities. It could be a drive for some of the brethren, or even it could be a little bit conflicting with the schedule, or you may be tired that day. But you know, it always 100% you would benefit because you'll be able to hopefully make new friends, make connections, and actually gain something from these activities. We have such a wide range of diverse activities when it comes to sports, education, livelihood, or even edification, or even just overall socializing. I think every activity there's always going to be an activity for you, basically.
Yeah, fun fact. I think I may actually have bought one of those books Sister Nikki recommended. So
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So if you love to read, seek out Sister Nikki. But I guess one of the closing questions that I wanted to ask everyone is, what are some of the activities that you're excited for that is upcoming this year? So maybe give that time to, sink and think about.
maybe even the live chat. If
yes.
you have any activities you'd like to see,
Oh,
throw 'em
yes.
in the chat.
Throw it in the chat. If you have any activity ideas you'd love to see, throw in the chat. Hopefully, we'll be able to do it. I think I can speak on behalf of the District Kadiwa. One of the activities that I'm really looking forward to, and especially the Kadiwas, is also the activity called Courtship, Love, and Marriage. That activity was one of those activities that is based around the aspect of learning how to be able to court, learning how to be able to find good relationships, and even learning how to be able to prepare for that next step in life, which is marriage or being able to become buklud. And I think these activities like that really kind of touch upon those different stages in life, whether it be that you're looking for a partner, or you're ready to get married, or even if you are not at that stage in life and when you think you are going to be ready. So I think activities like that is something that I'm looking forward to, that we're going to be able to help out for, and hopefully be able to have a lot of participation. What about y'all?
Yeah, so one of the activities I'm looking forward to is the next CBI Baccalaureate. It is for the graduates of 2024 to 2025. So shout out, that'll be in hopefully the end of this summer. And I'd really like to see all the graduates come out. Please contact your local CFO to let the CBI organization know that you're a graduate, and we'd like to give the shout out to them and the appreciation they have for what they've accomplished in the last year before they move on to the next step of their lives.
Yeah, I remember the last CBI activity, last baccalaureate that we did. There was so many different graduates. Yeah, there was so many different graduates. And it was graduates not just from college or high school, but it was even just graduates from like middle school. I even saw some that graduated kindergarten. It was really cute. It was really cute. And I think it was really fun being able to see everyone's accomplishments. Yeah. And then what about you, Brother Glean?
You know, you guys have such concrete answers about activities in the works. My answer is definitely a little bit more general. Activities I'd like to see, for me personally, definitely activities that are a little bit more in a casual setting, more parks, more something food related. Like we can all
food.
eat together.
Yes, yes.
We all love food in the District of Silicon Valley, California. Definitely hands-on activities where we can play games, just chat, just creating opportunities to just bond with our friends and brethren throughout the district, and maybe even outside of the district.
Yeah, 100%.
What about you, Brother Michael?
Kind of piggybacking off of that too. Yeah, I don't really have a concrete answer. I mean, there's one, the car show that's coming up.
Oh yeah, the car show.
Yeah,
Yes,
I like to
yes.
see like different cars that people have been working on,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
seeing that. Something I would like to see is a fishing and crabbing activity.
Oh,
actually.
I know you
Yeah.
love to fish.
I love to fish and
yeah.
crab, and I know there's a lot of people that want to go outdoors, like we said, and then see I think fishing and crabbing is a good way to bond because it really allows brethren to come together, and you're just there in the ocean. It's really calming, really relaxing, and if we can get fish and crab, it's free food.
That's true. Well, Brother Michael, what is your favorite place to fish?
I would say Half Moon Bay.
Oh, Half Moon Bay,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. It's a really nice area because it's the ocean there is not as crazy as like other places,
Uh-huh.
and there's a lot to do there. Not only fishing, crabbing, but you can actually walk on the beach too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like watch the sunrise and sunset. There's also like local places you can also visit there, like local shops and everything. So yeah, that's my favorite go-to place, and I hope like Brethren can come out,
Yeah.
experience that. and-
Definitely. I think
yeah.
it was. I think we definitely need a fishing activity. I remember when we went fishing together.
Yes.
Yeah. What lake was that? It's somewhere in San Jose.
It was in Campbell area.
Campbell, yeah, and
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. So hopefully we'll be able to have that upcoming. And Brother Paulo, do you have any activities that you want to see that could happen this year?
I don't really have one in like mind, but I think like going off of like Brother Gillian and Brother Michael's said. Oh, sorry. We could have more like a general maybe like a sports activity, like like how we had like a sports center. I forgot where that was. Somewhere Milpitas. Yeah. We have an activity like that where we had basketball, and then I think volleyball as well. Basketball, volleyball, and then tennis. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
something like that.
I think speaking of sports, Paulo, I think for those that don't know, Brother Paulo loves to golf, and hopefully maybe we can have a golf activity, right? Yeah, we can have a golf activity. Yeah, I remember we had I was in another district. They had a golf activity in Vegas. It was a lot of fun, a huge tournament. A lot of people came out, and I know that we have a lot of golfers in our district. So hopefully we are able to do something along the lines of like maybe a golf tournament.
Is that a golf trophy for Brother Paulo right there?
Oh, that's me. Yeah, that's actually from the activity that happened in Vegas. Yeah, so it was I got closest to the pin, for it was a par 3. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Closest to the pin. For those that don't know golf, what does that mean?
So when you typically there's different in a golf tournament. There's usually two competitions or three competitions. Obviously, the lowest score, that's how you win in golf. But then there's gonna be a long drive competition, which is whoever can drive the longest, so hit the ball the furthest, or closest to the pin, basically accuracy. So for that hole in particular, that was a course in Vegas, and that was, I believe, the Revere Golf Club, and it was an amazing course. Basically, how the hole was, the tee box is where you kind of hit, the golfers hit from, and we are about like maybe 60 feet up in the air, and the hole was all the way maybe 60 feet down. So we're hitting from the top all the way down. And I honestly, it was just luck that what happened. So I took, it was about like maybe 200 yards out, and I hit it with a 7-iron, and I didn't shank it, thankfully. For those that know golf, I hit it pretty fair, and then I hit it within the middle of the sweet spot within the iron. Got some turf that flew out, and I landed probably, I think, around 1 foot away from the hole. So
Wow.
with closest to the pin, there's usually a tape measure on the hole, and then you measure it. And then based on that measurement, I can show you a picture later. But
Okay, please.
based on that measurement, we're gonna be able to have that activity and have that done. And I think we actually had a golf activity that happened previously last year in 2023. It was in Mountain View and led by Jason Pablo. And usually there's always different golf tournaments that's always happening. And hopefully we'll be able to have that soon.
Yeah, I think that's what is a great blessing to be part of Silicon Valley, California, is that we have great weather. And we have a lot of
Yes.
great outdoors to play on.
Oh, yeah.
And we can do beach, we can do woods, we can do forest, we can do different turfs or areas for whether it's soccer, golf, or we can do outdoor volleyball, outdoor basketball. And I think that's what's really cool about our district, where when we have that CFO activities, we get to be outside, and it is just really nice to be outside in the sun and the breeze. And it's summertime now, so who knows what we have left to see.
I know, yes. And if you have any different outdoor activities, please mention in the chat. We love to get inspiration. And if you love to maybe be able to plan an activity, maybe become an officer. But hopefully we'll be able to work together and be able to have those different activities coming up soon.
And you can let your local CFO or district CFO know of any activities or ideas that you have, and definitely leave them in the comments.
Yes, leave in the comments below.
On the topic of planning and contacting your CFO, it sounds like we already have a lot of activities in mind. I could see your guys' like eyes glow and sparkle when you guys talk about these activities.
Sparkle.
Like maybe a career fair with Sister Nikki, fishing activity with Brother Michael, and maybe even a golf activity hosted by our very wonderful, experienced
Brother.
Fremont.
I wouldn't say experience. There's a lot of better golfers than me.
The trophy on your wall says otherwise.
No.
But sort of, kind of like wrapping up. I know I'd love to talk about activities for another hour.
No.
Another hour. We gotta have to wrap things up soon. Do you guys have any final shout outs you'd guys like to mention? Sister Nikki?
Again, shout out to Sister Mai Bautista and Sister Beltison for being part of that basketball team with me. And then to all the brethren who were there cheering and congregating together to make the activity such a memorable experience for me.
Brother Michael?
Yes, I'll to shout out Cajesta Rosario from Fremont. He actually he actually lent me some of his fishing equipment. So yeah, thank you for that. And I have to also shout out different CFO officers. I know how much it takes to plan an activity, and I just want to say you guys are doing good work, and I really appreciate all the work you guys are doing.
Yeah, and then Brother Paulo, do you have anyone to shout out?
Yeah, I want to shout out Brother Miguel again. Yes, and I'll also shout out Brother Marlon and Brother Marcos again for the Kadiwa formal, and also the ones who planned the formal as well, with with everything, all the preparations. Yeah.
And for me at least, I want to shout out basically the audience and also those that continue to join in every Friday night. We know that it's amazing to see everyone's comments, being able to see everyone that joins in. I think without you guys, these hosts, these different activities and radios wouldn't be as fun as it is right now. And it's a lot of fun because we get to see everyone's comments, being able to see different hosts and being able to see different panelists. And if you love to be part of or just even get on air, we'd love to see you guys. We're always open to being able to see. And if you have any topics for INCRadio, love to be able to hear those topics being talked about and discussed. And before we close things off, we first like to also, of course, above all, we'd like to thank and wish everyone a happy 111th anniversary for our church and for the brethren that is watching today. We'd like to thank everyone being able to hopefully be able to prepare for Thanksgiving that is going to be coming up very, very soon, and be able to celebrate together as one church our 111th anniversary.
As we kind of wrap things up, hopefully we get to go crabbing and fishing after the anniversary.
Yes.
So obviously, we'd like to wrap things up with some ways to tune in with our church media. Our YouTube at INCRadio, at DZEM954. Please share the link and subscribe. Our social medias, Iglesia Ni Cristo News and Updates on Facebook. Our Instagram at INC News and Updates. We'd also like this opportunity to thank the church administration, our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our deputy executive minister, Brother Angelo Manalo. We'd also like this opportunity to thank the district staff. Our district staff, Ka Noel S. Gasmin, our assistant district supervising minister, Ka Jason Dulalas, our CFO overseer, Ka Mark Anthony Manuel, our multimedia advisor, Ka Francis Valencia, and also from INCRadio, we'd always like to thank our Kuya Tech, Brother Manley, Brother Wally, our station manager. And I think that wraps everything up.
Yes,
Brother Miguel.
thankfully, I think we're super thankful for everyone that's joining in, and also happy anniversary to everyone that's watching us today. We would like to thank you all by closing things off and being able to hopefully see you next week on INCRadio, Silicon Valley, California. We hope to see you soon. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.